Hey there, I am JB and we are finally back with the Ylands series. It has been a little while. I took a little bit of a vacation. I've noticed in the Ylands Discord it was a little bit more silent, and I think it had something to do with the new update which came out last week, which is absolutely fantastic. Certain things have changed, certain things have tweaked, added, and that good stuff. And yes, my ship also changed. I am not really sure what happened to my ship. But for some reason it turned out to be a mini. Of course, this is a silly little joke because there is my ship. I actually got this cute little ship from Captain Misraji for Christmas, thank you a lot. Which I'm pretty sure we can figure out how to place a bed in here and all of the chests and workstations and whatnot. But that's something for another day. In this case, update 2.2, I have a video about that onto my main channel. You can find it right down there. It is still fresh at the upload. Now in this case, also certain things have changed for the Far East, because the Far East is now called monsoonal, and basically that means that it's gonna be rainy a lot, which is a bit of a bummer. But that is how it is. Of course, the other things for these biomes is something that is not added onto this map, because this is a map from before the changes. So you're not going to see any pebble stones and some of the new stuff. Of course, I will go out and check out some of these biomes, and of course the storyline, and of course we got a lot of other fun stuff which we can change off from building, like completing some of these tasks. The storyline, I believe I got one down here that I'm going to need to complete, which is called Sunken Sands Chapter 2. I'm not sure if there's a Chapter 3 already, which doesn't show here, but maybe I need to complete one first before the other one will be added. We just have to see how things go, and of course for today we're going to continue finishing off the harbor. I really want to have it done. But before we're going to continue with all of this good stuff, let's just take a little look if Person X has been doing something. Now, of course, I have not been offline completely. I have been working onto a secret project, which I'm very excited to reveal once it is done. Of course, I've been doing a little bit off-camera grinding. I've been starting the live streams again, and I want to crank up also the uploads for this series besides starting it again, and I'm very excited for that. And I might just add in, you know, some other kind of stuff. I want to do player map touring again. I want to, you know, do some other videos which I had some ideas given from another player. Just have to see how things go. And by the look of it, well, it is still, as you can see, a little wall over there. I'm not sure if anything else changes yet, but we're going to see that over time. In my case, I'm not allowed to go over there, or let's just say past these barriers right down here. Oops, I still did. Now, as you can also see, the compass has changed. It really looks a lot better. It fits in way better, and I do believe, I'm not sure if it's also on this map. I can understand it's not on this map, but there is like a cave entrance there, which is not showing on this compass. I believe the cave entrance will be added to the compass a little bit like /is where it's supposed to be. It's not like perfect at the entrance, which is fine. But I can understand it's not in my compass right now because this map has been built before the update came out. Now also, I'm going to keep reminding myself not to go too much with detailing. I need to keep it simple because we're going to need to build a lot of stuff, and I have a little bit of experience with the home base number 2, that if you detail too much, it will become laggy way too soon. So in this case, I have been removing those stepstones that were laying around. In the end, once I looked at it, I didn't like it at all. It was a little bit too much. So what I would like to do is just grab a shovel, and of course this guy and that guy, and I would just like to dig out, just like this, just like that, and then I would just like fill it up with dirt, because I believe on this map once you place dirt it will not change into grass, I hope. So this is something that we are going to need to test together, see if that is the case. Yeah, but one thing I do know, that if we would do it like this, then we can still create like a little bit of a pathway. And I have to keep adding dirt because the ground, if I would use this shovel to flatten it, it will just take the texture from what is already there. And of course, which normally I do this at the beginning, I got a couple of comments from you guys which I like to read and answer them. So if you have some comment, then let me know. But in this case, Johas Lego is saying yes, 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 that is looking real good. Maybe the name of your kingdom could be Orange related. Orangeshire, Orrington, Orangeburg, Orangetown. No, that one is silly. Close to where I live, we have a city called Yellow, which in Dutch is geel, so it wouldn't be unrealistic to call it plain orange. I want to ask you guys for help, so I got this list down here of the names Johas Lego have given to me. I personally like Orangeburg a lot, but maybe you guys would like to see something else. Then you can let me know down below in the comment section. And thank you for your suggestions, Johas Lego. JD is saying, looking good, JB. Thank you a lot for that comment too. And then we have one of S2, Studley S2, he's saying, good day JB, looking good mate. I like to see a brighter orange to match what the Dutch use. Also, have you thought about having different colors for the rocks, maybe 2 or 3 shades of grey? Have a great day, sir. Thank you a lot, Studley S2, for your comment. And yes, I've been testing some more colors in the editor, which sooner or later we're going to add it to, you know, this harbor down here to start off with. And then you guys can, you know, give your feedback on if you like the orange too. Now in this case, this is very hilly, but it should work out because right down here I kind of like having this dirt right down here. Matches very well with where you normally would walk. So of course some more vegetation will be added left and right. In this case I'm just gonna flatten it out to see, you know, how it looks like. Now I think this worked out fine. Now I do have to say I find this a little bit too close to the stairways, but I will just add a couple more vegetation carefully here and there in order to compensate for, you know, the tight stuff around here. But I think this is very nice, very straightforward towards that area. Have a little pathway to that area, there, and to the door. Yeah, very good. Now, of course, I got some more rock patches right down here. I got this one and that one. And I think this one might need to be here. And I'm going to be 1000% honest. I have no idea where the screenshots are at. It has been a little while, so I just have to figure out how it looks and how it behaves. I mean, this wouldn't look bad. Oh, for crack's sake. Okay, I'm not really sure. One time it shows like, oh, this stuff has been, you know, reset or whatever. Another time it doesn't show it, which is a little bit annoying. Need to harden out all of this stuff once again. I think something happened with the update. I noticed that with the herb bag too. Anyways, I've been fixing stuff up and this is the end result on how things will look. So I've been adding a lot of stuff right down here and a couple of smaller things right along the line down here. I think I can use a little flower somewhere in between here actually. And I'm looking at it. And let's just place something in here and in that. Oh man, it's gonna rain again. I need another sunny season in the next one. Anyways, and right down here. Beautiful, perfect, no regrets. So this is how it looks. Also place some grass down there. I think it would be nice. More grass, and there's a lot of flowers needed. I think I've selected the wrong grass and flowers and whatnot in here. But you know, it is what it is. Here will be another long grass because I thought at first I placed a lot of long grass. Apparently I didn't. It is fine. I just need to balance things out a little bit and then it will look good. Yeah, I'm happy with this area. It looks how I expected it to look, so that's very good. But the only thing we're going to need is like have banners onto the wall with the right color of, in this case, I think this is a nice one, but I think this will be the Dutch orange. So let's just copy it and then let's say a little bit darker. A little bit more. It needs to be visible. Yeah, that's not visible at all. Yeah, it's a very little bit, right? You know, let's just plop down a couple here and there, and then let's just be happy with it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is now all completely done. I got a couple more flowers here. And I removed actually a couple down here and added some more grass also for down here. So now it looks a little bit more balanced out. We have given a little bit of a shade to the rock, which in this case, it should not be gray. Very good. Yeah, it looks good. I'm very happy with that. And with that being said, I would like to go to the editor, because in the editor I got a couple of things laid out ready. Ah, yes, this good old stuff. It has really been a little while. Yeah, but these are some good little assets that I would, at least these ones are going to need to be at the hardboard. Maybe we can add in a couple of fences. I just have to see. We don't have to completely fence stuff off. And of course we got some light poles that we can place. And or, I believe right down here I got the orange, which, you know, this is of course red, this is light orange, and this is the orange between in. I think this one will work out pretty well. Now, I'm not quite sure if I want to add in the green into it just yet. Maybe I want to add in the green elsewhere. Basically because in nature, you know, where there's a lot of grass and stuff, and ground grass and grass ground, it's not so well. And this really represents like when the Dutch soccer team needs to play. They have like different kind of shirts, you know, you got like one with lighter colors and one with darker colors. And one with the lighter colors is really like black and orange, which this one fits in very well. I'm not gonna make it, you know, what I'm trying to say here, I think green will fit in very well in the castle at certain spots. Like the orange really is showing like the military type of deal, and the green more inside the kingdom type of deal. So you get an idea of different levels of what it is where you are. Mind my mumbling around here. But all honesty on a stick, I'm actually trying to see, like, I wish there was like a banner like this, but then without the whole pole structure. Like I want to put it onto a wall. But we can use like a mixture of stuff, right? Like this could be, let's say, the harbor, because it's like a captain's hat, and then of course it needs to be green when it's faced against the wall. This one, for an example, needs to be in the harbor at the door where you go out towards the cannon area, which is for army staff only, which needs to be orange. I think that is actually a very nice thing to, yeah, of course, harbor. This one would also be a thing. Because, you know, harbor stuff is on it. I don't know why I keep turning this stuff around. What does this mean? Terraforming banner. Anchor. Yeah, okay. You know, I do kind of like this orange with black though. And of course black and green. You know, I'm going to think of something. So the first thing that I will do is just, you know, pack everything into blueprints. And then let's see where we can place something down though. It is dark and rainy, but this is actually very good, because in this case I can show you what I have been placing around. So these light poles, you know, they fit in very well. Got a couple of smaller and bigger fences around the area, just to give it a little extra touch here and there. Some more light poles, more fences, but just a simple barrel down here. Yeah, but yeah, this adds in a lot. Now, I do have to say I'm not quite happy with this view though, because for some reason it kind of bothers me the way how that light post is there, but it is inclined. Yes, I just took this blueprint, I just rotated it, I saved it, which I've also been doing with the other light posts with the flags on them. So what I will end up doing is just turn the stuff around, right? It's very simple. So yeah, now it looks a lot better. Now we got like a lamp that is close by the door, so once you go out it's a little bit lit up down here, and then down here we have another one, and then all of the other lights. The reason why is because, you know, there are a couple of them here in a close by area. I just like the way how these guys are in this spot, and from this angle it looks a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to just say this is how it is. But still, if you guys have some feedback for this area, you can always let me know down below in the comment section, and then I can see, you know, if we need to add it or not, or, you know, maybe you guys are shouting it all together. Anyways, it is time to put up some banners on the wall. Now, I've been thinking, you know, I've been saying that it would be nice if we use the orange one with black as a military banner, as in, you know, down here it's for military, don't go in there as civilian, of course. But then I was like, you know, putting it on this side doesn't make any sense, but what does make sense is to put the green one up to the wall saying, you know, you're gonna go into a civilian area. I think it would be, it's a nice kind of way to make use of green and orange. I think I should use certain banners only like once or twice, which I mean the ones with the icons on it. I just want to see. I need sticks for that. I don't like that because I am with this running out of sticks. I only got 31 sticks in the whole kingdom. Which I should not forget, I should also take a spin on the spin wheel at Saturday 8 PM CET, which I do on my live stream, which you can win a lot of fun prizes. I should be able to win a fun prize, right? Now gladly, there are some sticks laying around. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this is gonna be an awesome edit. 11, 12, 13, you know, enough, because all of the editing and stuff. I think I can hang up a couple of these guys with 44 sticks. Okay, you know what? Maybe for certain things I need to keep it a little bit simple. I mean, I can also just rotate this bigger banner around and have it face the wall, the icon, because you know what is a civilian banner if you need to choose an icon for it. So I could do this. I mean, this is something that I would like to do. I mean, it's not too bad, right? This is perfect. Now, in this case, it's going to a civilian area, so green, right? And now you can really see what I mean with these colors. It doesn't always, you know, it doesn't bling out anymore. And yeah, I could make it orange, then the whole thing with the military stuff is gone. So I'm just going to accept it like that, right? The green means safe area. Civilian area. Okay, good. Are we getting there? And of course on the other side of the wall, and I wish I had like a timer or whatever, because I have no idea what time it is. Like something like what they have in Minecraft, right? Like a little watch. Sundial, but then let's say something more modern-ish. Then for this area, let's fix it like that. That's very nice. I like that. Military area. Now, of course, there are a lot more spots and spaces and places where I want to hang up certain things. But I don't always want to make use of the same ones, of course. Here's the thing, though. I'm also going to need to have a flag which represent my kingdom. We got a couple of flags here, like war banner. But if we need to look at flag, like real flag, which is with a F in English, not with a V, like in Dutch. Now, is there a flag which I can actually make Dutch, though? That is French stuff. I don't need French stuff. I want Dutch, which I'm going to have 3 like this one. But I am not really sure if, in this case, it has... it doesn't have 3 color slots. That's racist. I mean, I could do this. Dutch flag, right? Just need to make it myself, I guess, with some poles. Here we go again with the damn poles. Yeah, make like a Dutch flag. Of course, this game, you know, this game can never behave. I mean, I can also just make simple flags, you know, of course I need a pole and that kind of stuff, but why is this game doing that? Why, developers? Give me a good explanation, because if I would go to the ship, and I know it's a ship flag, the wind is facing that direction. Okay, very good. So it is wind based and not based where you face it. Makes some sense, right? Well, and so on. It is the next day for me, well, in real life. And as you can see, I have been putting up some more stuff. I have decided that this will be my flag. Mostly green, a little bit orange, and I've also added that to the front of the pod. I've also been adding a couple of other stuff. decided that this would be the flag for storage. So storage will be put right down there as the arrow is showing. Also, I have changed these flags down here for the military entrances and or that one for the harbor. I've also been putting up some lanterns. I really like, you know, just very simple the way it is. I'm going to put up some more of this stuff around in this area, and I need to think like, what can I do more to just make it a little bit more colorful, more alive and more filled in, because that is going to be a little bit of a thing though. I've also been thinking like, what can I do right down here? And I'm thinking that I would like to make some thing down here filled in with some storage boxes. Something very simple, something on the outside. And I do need to keep in mind, I've been saying that if these doors need to be closed up, they need to have some locks which they can just roll down to, you know, block the door to say. So I'm going to have a little spot where I can place some of these large logs. Now the one thing that would be super duper ideal is to actually have, like, you know, some guards around here. And the only problem is we cannot do that just yet. It has been requested to have some NPCs to have these guys around there just in like standby modus or any poses to fill in the area a lot more. You know, not those guys who need to walk around or whatever, but just, you know, some of these guys to make things look a little bit more alive. So that is something I'm going to need to think of, and of course you guys can help me out too. What can I do in order to make it come more alive? Now originally I wanted to have another flag down there until I reminded myself, you know, this crane is here, and you know, I think one flag would be enough. It is very simple. Now one other thing I'm going to need to keep in mind real soon is, you know, this crane needs to rotate that way in order to deliver the goodies. So I'm going to kind of need to figure out where the crane will stop, and then I kind of need to keep in mind that this area needs to be a little bit free, or with other words, this wall here needs to be put back just a little bit. I think I want to do one more cut off from the wall. Originally it was somewhere around here, but I think taking these guys off will be enough, and then I can make it like incline, and then I have to get rid of a lot of this ground, which is okay because if you kind of look from that angle to there, it is kind of steep, and I'm going to need to continue that. So I got a whole part here I can actually dig away. It really comes to a point right now where we're going to need to keep in mind that we're working our way up. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I have done a couple more things. I've even been to the editor and made a couple more blueprints. So let me just show you around. Of course, this bench is recognizable from one of the editors. I got here a little storage area. Of course, another light because, you know, it's dark at night. It's just simple. I got my logs right down there. I made them the same color as the tree down there. So I think that would be more fitting than just natural. In the back over there, yep, another lamp. Now, in this case, I was like, you know, I want to have a wagon in here because it would be nice to have this wagon. Or what's over there, you know, could be brought by hand or by horse or whatever. There's some supplies on there, and then just drag along here for the storage area. So I can now keep this door open, and you know, you can just see this beautiful wagon in here. Have a closer look onto it. Very simple, but it worked. Got a couple of bags right down here, and I have something up there too, but let me just first show you onto the dock. Of course, some lamps down here. Now it's going to be very important when I get attacked and these doors close that these lamps are taken down or taken down. Whatever, just grab these damn lamps and bring them inside, because it would be very bad if this door is closed and there's all kind of wood behind there, that the enemy is actually taking these lanterns and just throw them against the door for another fire to start on the dock. I kept it very simple. Got a couple of supplies down here. I don't want to have it bombed with supplies because supplies need to be taken indoors, so it wouldn't make sense to have too much down here. Of course, onto the crane I got, well, there's a crate visible, but I got a couple of other things on there too. Now of course there's still some room for more of this and more of that. I filled up a lot of space in home base number 2 with garbage. In this case, this is a clean place. And I got the cannons right down here. I think this will work. They can go up, down, left, right, and do whatever. I just have one here because we have the cannon bunkers down there, which have like at least another 2 facing that way. The other 2 are facing that way, so 1 would be enough. This thing for that, and of course the supplies are underneath here. Now, if we get attacked, they're not going to continuously run around. There are like 2 men, or at least 2 men at the cannon. 1 for the aiming, 1 for stuffing it. And of course we get a couple of extra guys who bring the supplies down there. So it's not like when it fired, both of them need to go here. No, we got like an extra guy in order to take whatever is needed. So I got a couple of cannons, and I think this works out pretty well. And of course some more supplies up there. In overall, man, I am freaking happy with the progress that I did in this episode. And I'm really enjoying it. I have some music on and I am hungry right now, so I'm going to eat some food soon. And of course edit this last part which I recorded for today, so you guys can enjoy all of the beautiful things that I've been building. And once again, let me know if you have any ideas. And let me know what you think of what I've been doing in today's episode. And tomorrow, live stream 8 PM CET, we're going to do the spinning wheel. Which in this case, on Discord, Stiggy has won an extra spin. More about that in the Discord or tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching. So much more color in here. A little bit of stuff here, a little bit of stuff over there. Some lamps, some lights. Can't wait to continue up that way. And of course, yes, in the back here I haven't been doing anything at all, but that's basically because I need to come up with